Hello, dinosaur enthusiasts, and welcome back to Jurassic World Evolution. In the last episode, we went ahead and completed Claire's Sanctuary. So in this episode, we're going to go on to the last DLC of this game in Return to Jurassic Park. I hope to finish this before the new game comes out, Jurassic World Evolution 2, so that way we can just jump into that new game whenever it does come out. But for now, Return to Jurassic Park. Team up with Dr. Alan Grant, Dr. Ellie Sattler, and Dr. Ian Malcolm in this what-if scenario tasking you to fix the mistakes of the past and salvage Jurassic Park. So, I have seen a little bit of video of this, and I do know that some of the characters' voiceovers are a little bit odd, I will say. But we're going to make the best of it, and we're going to enjoy it overall. So, let's jump in and see what we have to do to save Jurassic Park.
This is so cool! It gets so much better, Mr. Cabot, believe me.
I didn't believe you the first time, John.
This is the abuse I'm paying for.
We all have our doubts, John.
But we want to believe. We just need assurances.
What's it like, seeing a dinosaur for the first time?
Oh, it's like, it's like the early days of a new romance. It's fascinating and exhilarating, until the fangs and the claws come out.
It's definitely a profound moment. It made an impression on me. Let's put it that way.
This is why Jurassic Park must succeed, Dr. Grant. I want the world to have that same profound memory.
You know, I could do without some of the memories of this place.
That's precisely why I asked you all to take this journey again. Had you been part of the process earlier, perhaps our first time around would have been different. A mistake I'm correcting.
We're giving you a chance to prove it, John.
More importantly, we're giving these dinosaurs a chance to live in harmony with the modern world.
However tenuous and unwise that may be.
I'm going to prove it to you all. And Dr. Malcolm, I'm going to prove you wrong.
First time for everything, I suppose.
As you can imagine, everything is a wee bit of a muddle on Isla Nublar, so we'll have our work cut out for us.
Yes, a return to the scene of the crime, as it were.
What crime would that be?
Hubris, John. Something that'll hopefully be managed a little more thoroughly this time.
I admit that I may have been too enthusiastic, and that it may have led to blind spots. That's why I've brought young Cabot Finch along with us.
So, what kind of science are you studying, Cabot?
Business.
Business? Oh, great. The last thing we need more of.
After reviewing everything with Mr. Hammond, we'll need to start by placing an arrival point. Then, we can restore the core facilities and get a ranger outpost up and running.
We?
Well, you, actually, Dr. Grant. And Dr. Sattler and Dr. Malcolm.
Much to do, but it sounds easy enough.
You really are new to this, aren't you, Finch?
Alright, so we'll go ahead and build this as they had wanted. And then we need to construct a ranger outpost as well. So, storm defense station, ranger outpost. There we go. Alright, can we fit that? neatly in here, possibly? No, doesn't want to be fit in there. So we'll build it there instead. See if we need to build a roadway to connect it. Does look like we will have to. So we will see soon enough. Once the building is built. Alright, there's our helipad, so we have officially landed now, it looks like. Which is a good thing. Oh, actually, our chopper's over there. The one thing about Frontier I wish they would change is I don't see why they put numbers on everything. Alright, so we have the ability to tranquilize, which is going to be a good thing because I have a feeling we're going to have to wrangle some dinosaurs here soon enough. There we go.
You nervous to be back, Dr. Grant?
You know, the last time I was here, I left in kind of a hurry. And I want to make absolutely sure what happened isn't repeated ever again, so I've returned. Reluctantly. On the positive side of the ledger, it's a chance to work with living dinosaurs. Does that paint a clearer picture for you?
Completely, Dr. Grant. And Mr. Hammond seems pretty confident we can get everything working as designed and intended.
Confidence is not something John Hammond lacks. Competence, however,
Is something I pride myself in, Dr. Grant. We'll need to repair the geothermal power station to start.
okay, once that is done, we can focus on the visitor center. Repaired and powered, it should give us a solid base of operations.
Repair work underway.
Alright, so I want to go around and repair everything that's around. That way I've got things up and running as need be
Repair work
when I need it.
reassigning
Alright.
roles.
So I should be able to now add tasks.
You know, I was reluctant to come back here for obvious reasons, but then I realized that I was even more reluctant to stay away because nature would take its course as it always does.
I felt the same. Still, there's no denying this is the single most important place on Earth right now. Perhaps ever.
Perhaps, but what of Dr. Grant?
He and I are a team. Through thick and thin, you know?
Yes. Still, chaos, Dr. Sattler. Chaos has me contemplating whether we can actually make things better or just delay the inevitable.
It all comes down to responsibility. The last time we
All
were
right.
here, we were Hammond's guests. This time, we're more like partners. Now we have the knowledge and the means to make a change.
Ambitious, Dr. Sattler. That's ambitious, but, you know, I do like the sentiment.
Good.
So we've got
I'll need
everything
a
taken
research
care of
module
there.
added to the visitor center. Then we can get a look at the different fencing available.
Let's add an emergency bunker to that list as well. I mean, you know, we've both experienced how effective fences have been in the past.
Alright, so we need a research module and an emergency bunker. Emergency bunker is here. Let's go ahead and put it close as we can right over there. That'll take care of that. Research center. Where's the research center? We have signs now. Interesting. No, I don't need management views. I need a research center. I would think it should be in operations, but it is not. Hotel, cafe, gifts. Park tour. Interesting. Alright, well, let me get this connected to the pathway here. So that way we don't have anybody getting eaten in. Alright. That is functional. Alright, we need to take care of this dinosaur threat, though, I think.
Task received.
Yeah, let's tranquilize both of them. And I can use this to transport. Alright, so. Ah, there we go. It was in a different location. Wasn't sure about that. Alright, so we got them going after the dinosaur. Take care of that. Let's see here. Let's upgrade their accuracy for now. That will be a good thing. We'll put Rangers the speed there, and then we will do scheduling when we can. Alright. Let's also get the transport team out here to take care of some of these dead dinosaurs.
Heading to collect the asset.
Alright. So, they are taking care of that. I would like to transport this Velociraptor then to the pen, but I'm not able to. Is there anything else in this pen right now? No, there is not right now. So, alright. We can at least transport him over there and make everything else a bit safer. Alright.
Asset transportation in progress.
So we'll move him over there. Let's see. Let's add the task of tranquilizing that guy. Alright, the Dilophosaurus are in their pen. They're pretty good. We need to build a piece of fencing in here. That's what I really need. Alright. And I don't have fences yet.
Commencing asset transit.
Alright, well if we get these guys moved out of this area, it won't be the end of the world then. Because they'll be housed in their nice,
Picking up asset.
clean environment over here. I think they need some water over here though. So, let's get some water going on. We'll put some water right there. And let's make sure we have some meat over here for them. Because I don't want them to starve. Alright, so we have...
Transit has commenced.
Alright, so the research just goes on in here. Got it. Hey, we have Mr. DNA back. I like Mr. DNA. That's a good thing. Let's go ahead and get this guy. Move him over here as well.
Request received.
Alright, all those guys are pretty good now, it looks like.
Mr. Hammond is very concerned. We're getting reports of staff injuries.
Velociraptors. Okay, we have to get them enclosed in the raptor pen.
Aren't you an expert on raptors, Dr. Grant?
I think that it'd be fair to say that raptors and Dr. Grant have history.
Devoting your life to the study of an animal means accepting the harsh truth that it would try to kill you if you ever came face to face with it.
You did come face to face with it.
Which was impossible before Jurassic Park. So that had to count for something.
It did. It counted for a lot of sleepless nights.
Okay, we know how to use ranger teams, so not really worried about that. There. Now that fencing is complete, so that should take care of that as well. Alright, let's go back over here. And we're going to add a task of tranquilizing this guy we just put down.
Asset delivered.
And I clicked off of it because I'm not thinking properly, evidently.
Confirm
Alright.
task.
So we got him. Let's go ahead and get the transport team. Now I should be able to put them in the
Heading to pick up
Velociraptor
the
pen.
asset.
Yes, I
Asset
can.
to be collected.
Yeah, he's attacking the fence. Not what I want. Had a task of repairing that fence.
Responding to repair request.
Alright, so these guys are going to be a pain in my butt. Is what's going to happen.
Request acknowledged.
But the good news is
So
they'll be
our
in the
goal
Raptor
now
pen.
is get everything under control, right?
Control? No, Finch. The best you can hope for on Isla Nublar is managed chaos. Okay?
And that is why you are here, Dr. Malcolm.
So, not my sparkling personality then?
We just need Jurassic Park manageable, chaos and all. Then we can think about larger plans.
John, Alan and I still really aren't comfortable opening the park to tourists.
That is kind of an understatement.
I understand your sentiment and your concerns, but all in due course. And I do seem to remember seeing the public at your dig site in the Badlands. Charged them, didn't you?
Those donations help fund our research.
As did I.
For which we are grateful.
But it's really no different than what we are doing here at Jurassic Park, Dr. Sattler. Just on an admittedly much grander scale.
And with more theatrics and buttered popcorn.
We all know your vision, John. But the execution, it really needs work.
That is why you are all here. To make sure this dream, my dream, doesn't die.
And there is one other major difference between us, John. In Montana, Ellie and I were pulling dinosaur fossils out of the ground. And here, it's the dinosaurs that are trying to put us into the ground.
And isn't that exciting?
Finch, you really need to learn when to stop talking.
I do love the young Cabot Finch. He is quite entertaining. Alright, so we need to put up fencing around these areas, evidently. There we go. So we have a fence around that area. Oops. Evidently, we didn't need the fencing around there, but alright. That way, if I get more dinosaurs, I can divide that area up into sections and make it safe. Okay, good. We got ranger team scheduling. That I do want.
It's still going to take a while to properly organize and restore the scientific data. Dr. Wu left behind a ton of material.
After Nedry's sabotage, it's a miracle we have anything to work with.
True. But between the storm, the dinosaurs, and whatever Nedry did to the computers, the records and documentation are a mess.
But you think it can be done?
If we can make dinosaurs, then we should be able to sort paperwork and organize computer files.
Can we make dinosaurs? Or are these just impressive replicas?
Oh, they're alive, Alan. And I want them to be as scientifically accurate as possible. Hammond scientists made their mistake by substituting amphibian DNA.
And hiring the wrong people.
But now Hammond has the right ones. Us.
I don't know what he sees in that Cabot kid.
People say that to me about you.
Oh, do they? People. People like Dr. Rockstar.
Well, good to see that the doctors are getting along well.
Pictures of the dinosaurs. I'll get together a list of specific photos that I need.
Never thought I'd be able to take photos of dinosaurs before. That's a first.
Ooh, and Alan, the lens cap? I want actual images.
I'll remember. This time.
Alright, I want to put a fence around here. As I said, that way I've got places that I can enclose dinosaurs when I need to. Because I have a feeling we will be getting more dinosaurs. For a run, we're missing a certain toothy Tyrannosaurus right now. So I recognize that will probably become a situation at a point in time. And I want to be prepared for that. do find it interesting that we have the raptor pen instead of the open enclosures that I keep my raptors in the normal Jurassic World. But that's alright. They won't be nearly as visible, but ah well. And I did want to check to make sure that I had a positive income coming into the park, which we do, so I don't have to worry too much about my spending right now. We are making a profit off people getting to see the dinosaurs. As I said, I'd rather take the time now to set up things when the dinosaurs are not trying to eat the guests, and then we can go ahead and deal with things like what they're wanting with pictures and such. Speaking of guests, the hotel is still not available, the cafe is not, the gifts are not, and the restroom is not. Darn. I was hoping I would be able to put in some more things like that. Let me see. We do have some feeders over here. We got water over there, so that's good. We need a feeder over here, though. We don't seem to... Well, actually, I see a feeder right there. Alright, so we've got a feeder for them. And they've got water, so they're good. Got some feeders down there. And then we have the raptor pen, which I assume takes care of all their needs on its own. And you know what? I do want some storm protection over here for this. Alright, so. I want it basically to enclose this facility and this area over here. Alright, so we're going to need some kind of substation. That's fine. There we go. And while we're doing that, I might as well put a storm defense center over here as well. Can't fit much more into this area, I think. I think there's a tree in here that's blocking my way. Yeah. Alright, that tree's gone now, so now I should be able to put the substation in without a problem. Alright, that covers all my buildings then fairly well in protection. I'm actually taking quite to heart what they're trying to do here and making this place as bulletproof as I can. That includes also getting all of my medications taken care of. Alright, so we've got substations there to take care of all that. Incoming tropical storm. Good thing I went ahead and put in those substations, I guess. Let's go ahead and open all the shelters, though, because I'd rather not have my people eat. We have the storm centers up and running, so that should do us some good, hopefully. And I will most likely go over here to try to see dinosaurs sleeping and socializing. Can't see the track as to where it goes. Wonder if it's broken. I have to deal with it later. Alright, let's go ahead and weather this storm. Alright, storm is over. We can open the emergency shelters. We are making a nice profit, so that works out. I don't know what this helipad's doing, really. I guess this is just sort of where they come to the island. Yeah, it looks like that's the case. So instead of having the monorail, we have the helipad. Somewhat think then I should have put the helipad over in this area. I think I might do that. Yeah, let's go ahead and move the helipad over to this area. And we'll have to get rid of these electric wires for the time being. That's alright though. There we go. Oh, so everything doesn't have a path until the helipad's here. I see how it is. Alright, well now it's there, everything's back to normal. But that way, once I get all the hotel stuff, I can build that right over in this area. Which I think will just be much nicer and cleaner. And we'll take care of that definitely in the next episode. Where are the famous Jurassic Park gates? I do not see them anywhere yet. But alright. So, next episode we'll work on Mission 2 here. We'll take some photographs for Dr. Grant and Dr. Sattler. But if you enjoyed this episode, please go ahead and click that like button. If you've not already, please subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon so that you're aware when I produce new videos in the future. Thank you. I hope to see you again for the next episode of Jurassic World Evolution.
Yeah.